Last time we talked about the best moments of 2025 inside the UFC. Now we're talking about the worst moments in 2025 in the UFC and a little bit outside. It's a community thing. First, let's start off with Arman Sarukian sniffing butts with Nina Drama, which led to this, which led to him missing weight or just really missing weight in his main event versus Islam Makhachev. This led to Moicano stepping up, getting choked out in in the first round, and Ilia Topuria fighting Charles Oliveira, getting Charles Oliveira knocked out for the belt. We could have had Islam Makhachev stay a little longer if he didn't feel like nobody was there to challenge him. And maybe Ilia Topuria fighting one of these two. If Arman won, it would have been Arman versus Ilia for the belt. It would have been an amazing fight. Or we could have had Islam Makhachev stay a little longer and fight Ilia himself. Either way, worst moments when you think about it in hindsight, because it led to so much shift. We got Oliveira getting knocked out because of this. Horrible moment. Bad way to start the year. Bad way. Other moment. Before we get into the bad moment about this, just the fact that if you search up Tom Aspinall and get his eye, like him covering his eye with the washcloth, and then just goggled Tom Aspinall, and then Tom Aspinall was no blood. That's kind of sad, because that's kind of all he's known for now. Until he gets like a good knockout, which is all going to dissipate when he gets a good knockout, right? Or his next knockout, or just a fight. Or whatever entertainment he provides us next in the ring, this is all going to be erased. But for now, the fact that we haven't seen him fight in so long, and the last fight we did see him that was unfinished, was him just kind of getting bloodied up and beat. It's not a good view. It's not a good look. And I until then, this is just going to be all he's known for, which is kind of shit. But the bad moment comes with this being such a good fight, man. This was such a good fight. We never seen Tom Aspinall this damage. Pop knows it's not much damage, but for the amount of time we had with both of these athletic, fast heavyweights, it was looking good. And then the eye poke happened, and it ruined it. And not even that, but let me check the UFC. It was a shit fight. What was it? Aspinall versus Gone. The event was shit, man. We had Mackenzie Dern get her belt. That was such a shit fight. 5 rounds. I don't remember, to be honest. 5 rounds. But fights like this, cards like this, make me so happy. I didn't pay $80 for this. I didn't pay $5. I ain't paid $1. I paid a lot of money for it. Never mind. I paid $80. I paid my pay-per-view, guys. I paid my pay-per-view. But regardless, we had a good knockout. And then we had a shit smudge fest from Almeida. That was kind of a robbery, but one everybody cheered for. Everybody was happy for this. Volkov deserved this win, and Dana White said he was going to pay him back when he got robbed against Gane. So we're happy to see this, but it was a boring-ass robbery, man. And then we had Umar versus Batista. It was a scrap, but it was a very wrestle-heavy. Batista just couldn't find a way to negate the wrestling and keep it in the feet like Peter Yan did. And this decision. And then we have this. And then we had to go all through this just to get a main event that landed in a no contest. 30 seconds away from leaving the first round to an eye poke. This is a shit event. This is a shit outcome on a shit event. My boy getting knocked out. All right, I already passed it, man. All right, other bad moment of 2025. Shit moment, man. This one actually did go to 25 minutes of just watching my GOAT. Not looking like a GOAT, man. This is not GOAT activity. He looked bad. He looked washed. And in hindsight, we know why. He had norovirus. He had broken leg, broken arm. He had his heart broken. He maybe had a sniffles or cough. Maybe had shingles. We don't know what really came into it. But I just know he did not look like it in that fight. This was not my GOAT. This was not my champ. And it was so disappointing to see him just get his belt taken away from him for 25 minutes, just knowing that there's a very low chance that Pereira might make it back. Get it back. And it happened to the worst person too. I don't mind Ankalaev. I don't necessarily like him. I don't hate him either. But that's kind of what you don't want in the UFC. The worst thing you could be in the UFC is anti-entertainment. Right? If Jiri Prochazka did this to Alex Pereira, I'd fucking be going crazy because I love Jiri Prochazka. If Khalil Roundtree did this to Alex Pereira, I'd be cool with it because Khalil Roundtree is cool. If Hill did this to Alex Pereira, there's some storyline there. But the fact that it happened to Ankalaev, Ankalaev got the win. And I'm going to say this. In their second fight, I think that made it better because it was Ankalaev. It was somebody who nobody wanted there. But this is the worst moments. We're talking about the worst moments. Seeing my GOAT lose his belt, seeing him feel like, I really came off feeling like he should retire after this fight. That's how bad he got whooped. And it wasn't a whooping. It was, 48-47? Unanimous decision to Ank. It wasn't that bad. He got rocked in the second round, which broke my heart. But besides that, boring fight. I think this, maybe the Jan Blachowicz, which I think is more of a Jan Blachowicz thing. I don't know which one is more boring versus Alex versus Jan, or Alex versus Magomed. Both boring fights, but this one was for 25 minutes. It was just shit. It was very disappointing. It was very bad. And then we got that lick back though. But besides that, bad moment. Next bad moment is fucking Mark looking with the belt, fucking smudger. We lost our wife this year. We have lost our wife this year. We are losing the kid. We're taking it into the courts. And not just that, but she's also blaming Ilia Topuria for some bad things. Man, I like Ilia Topuria. Hearing this news, I don't believe it yet. Ilia Topuria has said there's evidence that he didn't do something, which I don't know how that works. But maybe he has a clip that he sends to the court. I don't know where the court's being taken in, whether it's Spain, whether it's Georgia, whether it's America. I don't know. But I do hope he didn't do it. I want to believe he didn't do it. I like Ilia Topuria. I would rather have not be an abuser. And I would rather his girlfriend not get abused. It's that simple. I think it's the best of both worlds there. That being said, this breakup and this proceeding, this allegation. This allegation is leading to Paddy Pimblett, who might have lost to Gordon, who had a good fight. Ferguson did better than we want to remember the first 2 rounds, I think, right? Against Pimblett. And then Green just got KO. He got fucked up. He got fucked up that fight. And then Chandler got fucked up also. He landed one good punch on Pimblett, but sorcerers don't get knocked out. But this isn't a great resume. And he's fighting Justin Gaethje, which Fiziev on short notice. He got KO'd by Holloway. He knocked out Poirier, which is a good fight. He beat up decision Fiziev again. And then he got submitted by Oliveira, right? This is good. But this is also of like forgetting that Arman exists. And yeah, he's sniffing butts with Nina Drama, but I can't say Arman doesn't beat both of these guys dominantly. I do think Arman just... We're having 2 people who aren't the best in their division straight up just go for the title, which might be vacant just because of the allegations with Topuria. But I'm not mad at this fight. I like it. I like the fight. It's for an interim belt, but it just kind of the allegations, the abuse allegations, kind of lead to a weird moment where it's okay, sure. Now next bad moment, 2025, just bad main events, man. Again with Tom Aspinall, again with Alex Pereira, just so much bad outcomes this year. We had Alejandro Pantoja breaking his arm in what looked to be such a good fight. It was like 30 seconds into the fight. Both of them came in the middle and they were scrapping. 2 little guys scrapping, man. That shit was it looked so fun. Alejandro Pantoja was talking about how, I'm pretty sure I could get it done in the first round. So he looked like he was going to get it out in the first round. And then Van wasn't going to take it. My boy's Myanmar. I did not know how to pronounce that. He was not just going to let there and get taken out in the first round. He was trying to take out another head. And it looked like such a fun fight, and then fucking arm break. Now we don't know if Pantoja's going to come back the same man he did. He entered that fight as, man. We don't know how long this is going to take. We don't know if he's going to be able to train as hard. And we don't know if he's going to age too drastically between this time. And it's just shit because I feel like Pantoja really deserves his roses. And there was so much that was stripped away from him after this fight. After just a shitty bad moment outcome that he just doesn't deserve. He seems like a good guy. It just, I don't know, man. It's just a bad moment. Next bad moment, DDP getting fucking crucifix, bro. Just 25 minutes of this and this. Nothing else. Nothing else. Very little else. And after the first, second round, you're like, oh, okay, this Duplessis has no takedown defense and he has no guard defense. And it's just going to be 25 minutes of this. And it's very heartbreaking. Very heartbreaking. And then not only that, we also got Islam Makhachev throwing 26 significant strikes in 5 rounds, 25 minutes. 26 punches thrown, significant strikes. That's not a good fight. On paper and visually, it wasn't exciting too. It was the same thing. 2 rounds, and you're like, oh, okay, I know how this is gonna turn out. This is just gonna be this. It's gonna be boring. We had what? 6 minutes of stand-up, where most likely it was just fainting that range until Makhachev landed his takedown. That's not fun. That's not exciting. And we had to watch fucking Zhang Weili versus Valentina Shevchenko, which was such a shit fight. It was this 50 minutes of this, boring. We waited. Oh, we watched the full women's fight, 25-minute women's fight, just to get the same shit repeated. It was such a bad outcome. It was one of the worst moments. Watching a fan favorite in JDM fight another fan favorite, and both of these were the most anticipated fights of the year, and it was just the worst outcome in the worst moment. And so glad I don't pay for this shit. I'm just so glad I don't. And then we have Conor McGregor. Worst moments of 2025. How can we not include Conor McGregor? If you're a fan of him, if you're dying on the hill of Conor McGregor, these allegations are coming up, and I don't know why you're still a fan. And not only that, another worst moment brought to you by Azealia Banks. If you were on the internet that day, you saw it. If you're Chael Sonnen, you couldn't stop looking at it. If you were me, you didn't want to keep on seeing it. I feel bad for anybody famous. I'm pretty sure MMA Guru got spammed fucking Conor's dick pic for a while. I can't imagine anybody else in the community didn't get spammed. Like, yo, you gotta talk about it. Have you seen this? Bad moment. Just a weird moment. Kind of funny, but what the fuck was his year? What was this? That's so weird. Conor dick pic drop. Most anticipated drop since fucking, I don't know, Half-Life 3. And then after this, we have another bad moment. And this is when we're going to take it real. We're going to take it real. This is Randog816. And you could go by the real name of Randy Murphy. Now, if you weren't on the Reddit, if you're not on the UFC Reddit or MMA Reddit, this guy asked, I think he DM'd Carlos Prates if he could get tickets. He's a cancer patient. Carlos Prates, he took him to I forgot which fight it was. But he took him there. I think the doctor said he had 6 months to live, something like that, and sadly he did pass away. Is that a Freddie Gibbs shirt? No way. Is that a Freddie Gibbs shirt? That'd be kind of crazy. It might be. I look like Freddie Gibbs, but it just might be a bald man. Regardless, today we lost a guy from our team. Just want to say thanks to this guy for teaching me a lot of lessons during this week for my last fight. Also, thanks for all single words and energy you sent to me, brother. This Carlos Prates saying this. One of the best fighters I ever met, and I'm not talking about fighting in the cage. We are proud of you, bro. I fought hard. Now it's time for you to rest, Randy. Rest in peace, brother. Randog816. It was a huge honor to meet this guy. I will never forget. Randy did end up passing away. And yeah, again, if you were in the Reddit, you knew that. And there was a moment of silence in the subreddit. I think his father posted it in the subreddit, and yeah, it was a real time. It was, you never want to see somebody go, especially to cancer. Cancer is unfair. That's all you could really say. Yeah, just a lot of rest in peace. Yeah, you don't want to see it. This is probably one of the worst moments out there. And then another one is, which kind of following this motif, is Ben Askren. Double lung transplant. Lost 35 pounds. He went from looking like me to looking like shit. I don't even know, man. But yeah, double lung transplant. And this is beautiful. It's sucks that it happened to him, but it's beautiful that he kept his hopes high. If you've seen the journey, you saw him getting on that chair. I mean, on the what's it called? The little like bicycle, the workout bicycles, and pedaling away. Him trying to go through physical therapy, keeping a smile, and every moment he kept a smile, which is very inspiring. Which is very just beautiful to say the least. And then another one is I forgot to bring it up, but worst moment, and these are very real. But Psycho Stew, I spelled Psycho wrong. My stupid ass. Yeah, dude, he got sent to the hospital. He lost teeth. He's a war vet with PTSD who went to wrestling to kind of get him over it, and then he got sent into a hospital because chat got a kid angry. He made a kid angry. And I'm not even saying it's any kid. It's not even any kid. It's Rampage Jackson's kid. He powerbombed him and dropped 22 ground and pound, like real bad punches. This has to be, these last three have to be some of the worst moments of 2025. And these are more in the real note. Things you just don't want to see. Great news. Stu is awake and responding. I don't think fucking Raja is in prison, jail. I don't even think he's in custody. He's just out there roaming the street, which is like not a good view. Not a good look. And then I think that's it. I think that's all for right now. It's just yeah, weird ending in such a low note like that. I do wish the best for Ben Askren and Psycho Stu. I forgot his real name. I could check it right now. Shit. I don't need to look it up. Yeah, there were some real low moments of this year, and if you need on a positive note, right? You can watch last episode, last video to see the best moments of this year. There were several. This year wasn't all bad. And then we have, I'm just going to leave it here with Armin sniffing ass. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your days. If you made it this far, like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'm a small channel. Yeah, hopefully our next year is better with the Paramount Plus deal. And I think we're gonna. I hope we, you and I have a good year next year. Anybody who watches this, and I guess everybody out there, you never wish bad upon any people. I'm just yapping at this point. Have a good day, guys. Amigos. Peace. Journey beyond.